Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are just going to configure our timer 1 module of Atmega 16 microcontroller for generating PWM waves. Let's get started. So, initially, there are several steps for generating PWM signal using our timer 1 module of our Atmega 16 microcontroller. So, first step is we just want to set the mode of the timer. As we know, that can be set using these 4 bits, that is WGM13 to WGM10 bits. So you can see in this table, if these 4 bits are having the value 5, 6, 7, 14 or 15, this timer is set in fast PWM mode. That is, if I am providing a value of 0101 to these 4 bits, that will set the timer in fast PWM 8 bit. And if it is having a value of 6, that is 0110, fast PWM 9 bit is selected, and if it is having a value of 0111, fast PWM 10 bit is selected, and if it is having a value of 1110, fast PWM is selected, and if it is having a value of 1111, again fast PWM is selected. So what we will do is, I'm just going to set these 4 bits in fast PWM 10 bit. So I just want to set the WGM 12, 11 and 10, and I want to clear the WGM 13. That is, I am just going to give a value of 7 to these 4 bits. We know that from the data sheet, this WGM 10 and 11 is available in the TCC R1A register, and 12 and 13 is available in the TCC R1B register. So I am setting 12, 11 and 10, and I am clearing the WGM 13. So this line will clear the WGM 13. And this line will set the WGM 12 bit in TCC R1B register. And this line will set the WGM 10 and 11 bits in TCC R1A register. So we have configured the timer 1 in fast PWM 10 bit mode. And the next step is we just want to set the PWM mode. So in our timer 1, we have two different PWM modes. They are inverting PWM mode and non-inverting PWM mode. That can be set using the COM1A1 and COM1A0 bits of TCC R1A register. You can see these two are the bits that is used for setting the PWM mode. You must know that the output compare pin of the timer 1 is only generating the PWM wave. So we will use only the channels of the output compare pin for generating PWM. You can see these two are the output compare channel A and channel B of timer 1. So we are just going to use this output compare channel A of timer 1 for generating PWM signals. That is why we are using these two bits, that is COM1A1 and COM1A0. If you are using this output compare channel B of timer 1, then you must configure these two bits, that is COM1B1 and COM1B0 of TCC R1A register. So there are two modes of PWM in our timer 1 module. One is non-inverting mode and another one is inverting mode. So if I set a value of 10 to this COM1A1 and COM1A0, that will set the PWM in non-inverting mode, and if I set the value to 11, this will set the PWM in inverting mode. So let's understand these two modes one by one. So initially when the timer starts, as we set at the fast PWM in 10-bit mode, the timer will count from 0 and it will reach maximum value 2 power 10, that is 1023. Once it reaches 1023, it will fall down to 0 and again it will count till 1023, and this process continues in timer. And as we know, the output compare module is used for generating the PWM in our timer 1. We will be loading a pre-programmed value for the output compare register, that is OCR1A register. So let's understand the non-inverting mode of PWM generation. So as I said, let's assume the output compare register is having a value of 512, and as the timer starts from 0, the PWM pin, that is the output compare pin, will become high at that moment. And when the timer starts counting up and when it reaches the value 512, at that moment the timer count value is now equal to the output compare register value. So at this moment, the PWM pin, that is output compare pin, will become low and the timer counts up, and when it reaches 1023, the timer will fall to 0. At this moment, the PWM pin will again become high, and this process continues and the waves will be generated as per this 512 value provided in the output compare register. So in non-inverting mode, the duty cycle of the PWM wave is defined by the value provided in the output compare register. So this value that is given in the output compare register must be between 0 to 1023. That is from 0% to 100%. And let's come to the second mode, which is the inverse of non-inverting mode, that is inverting mode. In this mode, all are same except that once when the timer starts counting from 0, the PWM pin will become low. And when the compare match happens between the timer value and the compare register value, the PWM pin will become high and it will remain high till the timer reaches value 1023. Once it reaches 1023, the PWM pin will become low and this process continue and the PWM waves will be generated in this method, and we will be using only the non-inverting mode. So I'm just going to set the COM1 A1 and I will clear the COM1 A0. So I have set the non-inverting mode in PWM. Nextly, we just want to set the prescaler for the PWM frequency. So I have decided to generate PWM waves of 250 kilohertz. So my system clock frequency is 16 megahertz. For achieving 250 kilohertz, I just want to set a prescaler of 64. As we know, 16 megahertz divided by 64 will give me 250 kilohertz. So for setting that, we just want to go to the TCC R1B register. You can see these 3 bits will set the prescaler for our timer. So for setting the prescaler of 64, I just want to set CS11 and CS10 bit and I just want to clear the CS12 bit. That is, I just want to provide a value of 0, 1, 1 to these 3 bits. So I am doing that. I have set the prescaler for 64. That is, we are generating PWM signals of frequency 250 kilohertz. Then I just want to configure the output compare pin as output. As I said, we are just going to use the channel A, that is PD5. I just want to configure this pin as output. That can be done by setting the DD-D5 bit of DD-RD register. That's it. Nextly, I just want to set the duty cycle for the PWM wave. As I said, we are using the non-inverting mode. So whatever value that I am providing to the OCR1A register is the duty cycle. So if I want 25% duty cycle, I can give 256. If I want 50%, I can give 512. And if I want 75%, I can give 768. And if I want 100% duty cycle, I can give 1023. So likewise, you can give any values between 0 to 1023 for achieving duty cycles from 0% to 100% to this OCR1A register. So now I'm just giving 50%, that is 512. That's all about the configuration. We have configured our timer 1 module for generating PWM of 250 kilohertz with a duty cycle of 50%. And let's implement this and program our microcontroller for generating PWM waves in the next lecture. Thanks for watching.